the first layer of our nation is based on divine principle, which is what every system is based on, okay? God made us, therefore we have universal rights. Now, that being said, however, you have the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. So this was held back in June 15, 2016. So this means that there were states. Now, the issue is that many people confuse states because the United States took the name states and call itself states. But overall, states are all of the so-called countries that you see as countries, but they're actually, their systems are states, okay? So, and how do we know this? Let me go show you guys how we know this, because this isn't something we are assuming. This is the Organization of American, can someone say what that says right there? States. Okay, the Organization of American States. Okay, so who are the member states? Let's go look at the permanent representatives. Now, keep in mind, this is referring to the people who came together and made the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People, okay, who were sitting in that meeting June 15, 2016. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, June 15, 2016. So here you have, what does this say, guys? And I need y'all to speak up, take yourself off of mute real quick. What does that say?
The wording is small. I really can't see it. But
Oh.
June 15th is my birthday.
Okay, so we have, can y'all name a couple of these real quick that you see? Just name them out.
Argentina, Barbados, Belize, Bolivia, Brazil, Canada,
Peru,
Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Cuba.
St. Lucia.
What does this one say right here that I'm highlighting?
United States of America.
It's of America.
Okay, so these here people are the people who sat in, if I'm not mistaken, could be wrong. These are permanent, so they don't change. But Mr. Thomas Hastings. Okay, so this is the person that's above the person that want to tell you you're not indigenous. This is above the people in your comments. This is above the people who are just around trying to talk to you. Okay, these people are above all of those people. I just want you guys to understand. These people who represent their states, okay, and their states are all of these who most people just consider countries, but they're states, meaning systems, jurisdiction. So they represented their jurisdiction back in, one moment. What date is this, guys?
June 15,
2016.
Okay, so they came together back then and called for, what is this called?
American Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People.
Okay, so they came together and made some decisions. The decision that they made is that indigenous, now keep in mind, they can't give rights, okay? Rights are not given, they're God-given. But they came to an agreement. They came together and understand, listen, we're a system and there's people who currently live within our systems, within the lands and regions that we have our governments, or let's say jurisdiction, AKA states. They have some stuff, right, that was affected because of denationalization. Therefore, it says here, states recognize and respect the multicultural and multilingual character of the indigenous people who are an integral part of their society. What is integral? What does that word mean? Can someone
necessary to make a whole, complete, essential, or fundamental.
Thank you. So therefore, indigenous people who are important, let's just say, right? An important part of their society is what they're saying. They're not saying that they're the same. They're just saying that they play an important role. That's why they recognize and they respect. When people ask you about recognition, about the Shamuru Republic, your first go-to should always be, yes, we do have recognition internationally, because there's states that came together on June 15th, 2016, including the state that primarily occupies our current location, agreed that they were going to recognize and respect the multicultural and so So we're not here playing make-believe. That's really what I want you guys to understand. Whether people are agreeing with you or disagreeing, we're not here playing make-believe, okay? But I want you guys to understand that things had to happen to make June 15, 2016 matter. I want you guys to understand it means that people came together and changed the world on that day.